What's going on, everybody? Hope you've been having a great day. Today we're going to be looking at the Hertz Gold Plus Rewards program. Obviously, Hertz, you all know, is a big car rental company. No surprises there. And they've got a pretty good loyalty program, and it's actually easy, kind of, to get to some of the higher tiers. There's some tips and tricks. We're going to be going over the entire program, having a look at the rewards, having a look at what they get you, and yeah, giving a review for 2024. So anyway, let's hop in the video. By the way, just quickly for reference, Gold Plus Rewards is the name of the program. It's not like one of the tiers. The three tiers, as you can see here, are Gold, 5-star, and President Circle. The scaling's a little bit weird. Gold obviously is free. It's actually pretty good because you can still skip the line just for having Gold. So it's worth getting. I mean, it's a great program by itself, even just joining it, and obviously you get the points, right? 5-star, you get some upgrades. In my experience, the upgrades are pretty much guaranteed. I've pretty much always gotten an upgrade. I'm a 5-star member, by the way. And President Circle as well. You get basically guaranteed upgrades, but again, I don't think that's huge. And free additional driver you get with everything, but I've noticed in President Circle, they give you a lot more leeway. Like, I've been on a trip and I've added my sister and my brother, and it's a lot easier. And then dedicated customer service line is a huge one. Okay, so just very quickly how you get them. You get 10 rentals for 5-star, 15 rentals for President Circle, 2,000 spent for 5-star, 3,000 spent for President Circle. A little bit of weird scaling on that, right? Because normally the top tier has a bigger differential between like I don't know, for Delta as an example, it's 15K for Plat, 28K I believe for Diamond, and usually that's how those things scale. So it's a little bit weird that President Circle is not that far away from 5-star. Also, 10 rentals, depending on who you are, very easy to hit. 15 rentals, very easy to hit. Depending on how much you spend, if you're doing, let's say, I'm just saying, if you're doing like weekend trips and renting, quite frequently, for a day, you'll qualify. The points, of course, is really good. That bonus, the 30% bonus at President Circle is really good. All right, cool. So that's just a quick overview of the actual program itself. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes. There's two main ways that you can, oh, by the way, just quickly, like I said, skip the welcome benefits, great. There's two main ways, by the way, that you can get this. So obviously, there's this, right? I mean, this is like sort of the basic way, which is just get it on rentals. But the other way you can get it are if you go here and status match. Now, Hertz's status match is actually quite generous. If you have any of these things, so I had National Executive Club, like the National Executive Emerald Club executive level, you get 5-star. That's how I got it. Now, that comes with a lot of credit cards, or you may just have it normally, right? And then you can match again from Hertz 5-star around in a circle. So you can end up matching. It's pretty easy generally to match from one card to another. What I would say also is that, Hertz President Circle is conferred by having, like I have Delta Platinum. I've just never connected my account, but I have Delta Platinum. So I get Hertz President Circle. I typically nowadays just use my national. I prefer them. That's why I don't really haven't really bothered to connect it at this point. But when I used to use Hertz, before I had Platinum, that'd definitely be a big perk. You can also get it with like MX Platinum, for example. You can get it from I believe Capital One Venture X. So there's a lot of ways of getting that. And Hertz 5-star, of course, you can get here even like the Hilton Business Card has national has the National Executive Club on there, and so you can essentially also get Hertz 5-star through that service, and you can get basically any of these too. So because car rental statuses are usually a lot easier to get than like airline or hotel, I wouldn't necessarily put that much stock in this. It is a pretty good loyalty program as they go, but as far as like, I'll show you in a second how the rewards work. As far as like the actual perks, like yes, you get upgrades, but really what you're looking for is these free rental days, right? Because the upgrades, you go from one time I went from a Ford F-150 to a Ford F-150 four-wheel drive, right, when I was in Omaha not that long ago. Like, is that an upgrade? Yeah. Did it make any difference to me? No, not really. I just needed something to get around. The cheapest thing they had, for some reason, in Omaha, Nebraska, was a pickup truck. So I went from one pickup truck to another pickup truck with a little better engine in it. So it's not a huge deal for me. So anyway, that's just a quick overview of the Hertz Rewards program. Now, in terms of actually using your points, the rental amounts have been changing. I've seen as low as around 1,000 points. I think it's 950 is the lowest. And then I can get as high as 2,000 depending on the class of vehicle and the day you're renting on. So there's a little bit of play in that. It's not like national where it's just a certain number of days and just get it, right? But yeah, no, I think it's a good loyalty program. Again, those upgrades, I'd say are pretty much guaranteed. If you're flying to a major airport, they usually have enough cars that you'll pretty much get guaranteed upgrade for 5-star. And then President Circle, of course, your upgrade's guaranteed anyway. So in terms of something, is it worth chasing? I would say no. Is it something that makes a credit card more worth having than it would be otherwise? Sure. Yeah, it's a benefit. It is a benefit. But again, you could status match from so many different places. You can even status match, by the way, from an airline to national, and then national to Hertz, right? So there's lots and lots of ways to get that. Like if you have any elite status on anything, pretty much you can get it. So listen, is it worth a lot? Yeah, I mean, sure, maybe for a certain person, especially with those bonus points. But is it as worth anything like an airline? No, it's not really. Or a hotel, right, which are all very valuable. So I really hope you did enjoy the video. I love looking into these things and making it. If you did, please do subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next